It has begun, everybody. Oh yeah, May the 4th. So, we have taken our time. Live action has begun. Check out this cool shit. I mean, what is all of this? So, as we go down, this is all the Fortnite crew stuff that they are giving everybody. Yeah. Talk about pimping. Big pimping, spending G's. That's what we're doing here tonight, everybody. We are big pimping, and we are spending G's. I've seen those blades before. Yeah, I've got those, but they're different colors. So, yeah, here we go. You know, this is what we got. This is what we got. Everybody else has already done their videos online, but my video's special because I can do this. So, beat that. And we've got live action kicking here tonight. We're going to go over this battle pass that is awesome. That's pretty cool, actually. A sword with like a wiggler on it. Yeah, I like that. You know about the wiggler. What is this? Oh man, look at that guy. Look like I could eat him. That's pretty cool. Oh, cool. I got the little smushies. Look at the little tongue sticking out. Isn't that cute? Little smushy rolly things. And then we've got, I don't know why that's even in the game. Jesus. This chick's pretty cool. Look at this. Yeah. Pretty cool. Too bad the Lego characters don't have that. Oh, I said something. I hope they don't catch on. Because you know they're going to. Especially now that I said something. Yeah. Put this kind of holographic type skin on a Lego character and you got Bamboya. So, yeah, we've got this swan thing. Pretty cool for the ladies. We've got this. I don't know what it is. We've got that. We've got this. Oh, yeah. Now let's get to checking stuff out. Oh, wait, there's more stuff. So sorry. Me so sorry. So, yeah, you get this chick here. People were talking about there being a Sith version of her. We'll see everything here tonight. I have the other versions of her. I thought she was really cool. You know, she's like the cool kind of chick. And she's got blue nails, blue fingernails. So that's pretty cool. Now, her little Lego character doesn't really look like her in my opinion. But, whatever, right? And there should be another giveaway. Phasma, or whatever it is. Wait, what do we got here? Lego Pass, yeah. So, Captain Phasma, or whatever it is. I thought it was supposed to be more shiny. That's kind of more like a dull gray. There's going to be some people out there complaining. It is what it is. And then we have this from the Mortal Kombat thing. A giveaway for the Shang Tsung Collection Classic Combat Set. Everybody gets this stuff. So we're jumping right ahead. Crew. Active subscription. Yeah. Battle Pass. Why does it say 750? Oh, because it's a short battle pass. Yeah. Still cool, though. So, they obviously brought back all the Star Wars, or some of the Star Wars stuff. This Luke, I thought I had a black Luke, wearing black, I don't know. But, you know, then they got the Star Wars kind of shoes here, which are pretty cool. Star Wars Crocs. So this one here, I wasn't really too amused about. I thought it was kind of, you know, weird. But if they really made a pair like this and they're soft and fluffy on the inside, those might be good to wear. You know, even though they're ugly as all hell. You know, I never said I'd wear brown shoes, you know. These Crocs are like something you'd see the kids wear at school with their little pins on it, you know. So, but this is going to have like some kids or some people wanting it, you know. Weird stuff. Okay, so we obviously have jam tracks of Star Wars, and I can play that because I own Star Wars. That's right, I was born back in the 70s, people. So, I officially have been to all the Star Wars things, and I'm going to tell you right now, I can play the music without having a problem. Oh, yeah, Jabba's Palace. That sounds retarded. A New Hope, huh? Everybody loves this song right here. This is classic. When I was growing up, this is what it was. They used this everywhere. They didn't even have rights for it. They didn't start that rights stuff back in the day. People just used it. So yeah, Empire Strikes Back. Love that. Good job. And that's the whole trilogy bundle there. Now, of course, we have the Porsche that I never bought. You know, I was gonna buy all the like limited edition sports cars, you know, and stuff, you know, from Lamborghini to Ferrari to everything, but that's a lot of money, and I know where that's gonna go. So with this here, it does come with these cool paint jobs, and this is the Darth Vader one, and it's got on the sides there, you can see that that's like his little box that's on his chest, supposedly. The Darth Vader one really kind of sucks. But the Darth Maul one is the cool one, okay? It looks kind of like a Ferrari almost. It's just so cool. Well done for the people who did the Darth Maul one. And this one here is just kind of basic. They could have did a lot more like chrome done and made it more like FAMAS, you know? And then we have the fire and all that stuff, so it is what it is. And, you know, so this here kind of looks like a Trans Am in the front a little, like the 70s body Trans Am, you know? Lightsaber red boost. I have a lightsaber. That's really shitty looking. That don't even look... Oh, that's the, they should change the name of that to like Kylo Ren lightsaber, because it's shooting out the sides, but that's not really a lightsaber. No, and I think they messed up and they need to check that real quick, because that's more like just like a shitty stream coming out. It looks like crap. That's not a lightsaber stream. In fact, I don't know who did this, but it says unstable if you read it. So unstable red lightsaber. And so that must mean that it does this. So it was something they did, and I guess they thought they would just throw that in there. But these rims, these rims are actually really cool. Like, if you could put this on your real car in real life, that would be awesome. And don't tell me that it's not, because it really is. I mean, check that out. I mean, kind of like a morphic kind of Death Star with like stars that twinkle. If you could have something like that put on your car. Like at car shows, you could do this with LCD circular panels or whatever you want to do, and kind of tape them or zip tie them to the wheels, and it'd cover up the stuff, and it'd look really cool. But to be able to drive around like that, you'd have to put some batteries. I don't know, it'd fly off though, but it's still pretty cool. And if they could only make rims that do that, that would be the next thing. So Ford, that's your way. That's the way. Thunderbolts are here. Thunderbolts are lightning. There's a lot of talk about the Thunderbolts, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not really into that. If some of you people are, then that's for you. But I can't get into it. I'm sorry. What is this? Okay. Yeah, that looked more like a Captain Marvel thing. And that looked more like a Thor thing. So I'm getting out of that. Anyways, Thunderbolts thing is kind of like whatever. This guy's finally leaving, thank God. Put your shirt on. And then we've got Big Dogs, oh yeah, and we've got Nava Dava Dava, whatever that is. Nike Air Max. I used to see people with shoes like that. Not that big of a deal. These are some good shoes for chicks, you know, so if you're a chick, go out and buy these. They're worth a lot. Let's see here. We've got Air Jordan 11s. Yeah. So the King Kong stuff is leaving. And of course, like I said, there was no point in bothering to cover the store yesterday, because, you know, all the stuff's still here and it's going to be going away today. So Torment is back, and Raiju Juju, you know, so you got that demonic chick, I guess, with her big eyes, but not really a big deal. They're all leaving. This is new. This chick with the green hat, which I've seen her before, so I'm not too sure. I could have swore I've seen her before. So the size, you know, and she's got the frog star back bling. It's not that big of a deal, really. But it is kind of like, you know, different. But the Japanese stuff and Chinese stuff needs to disappear, because we're moving on. We're moving on. Summer's coming. Okay? It's time to move on. Now, we're going to here. We got the sports stuff. And I'm not really a sports person anymore. When I was a kid growing up, we had a ton of sports stuff. This stuff is great, but not for me. It is cool, though, if you just wanted to dunk out of nowhere. Like, hey, look at me, I can dunk. And then everybody's like, yeah, man, my dog. My dog ate my cat. So we've got this chick's here. And Nike. Yeah, more Nike. And those shoes, you know, I don't know who would wear those, but, you know, it's alright for, like, younger people, but I don't know, I could see some older people wearing them. Coffin is here, everybody. You better get your coffin going. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, you got the Turtle Van still here. The Mustang's still here, which, if they had more skins for it, it'd be a lot cooler. Especially traditional, real skins. All these skins are not official. How do I know? Because I know. Twirlwind wheels. Those are pretty cool. So, Proton Boost. I think I've already seen that one. It's pretty cool. I would buy it. If I wasn't saving my money right now. We've got Sabrina Carpenter. We got all this stuff here. Don't need to cover them. And then that's that. So, here is where it all is. So, we're going to check this out. What's going on in here? So, obviously, you get her for free. You get that, which is no big deal. These are kind of cool looking. I could cut my old lady up with those. These is the sign that you are Jedi. You can make rocks float. Yeah. Now this here is part of one of the scenes in the game, and it's kind of cool. You got a wrap that I'm not too enthusiastic about. This back bling is like a skip-on, because I don't think anybody's ever going to wear that, but okay. These are pretty cool. I know they're going through different colors. V-Bucks, and we've got some more art to go with your screens. I don't understand what this back bling is all about, people. Like, whenever I jump, does fire come out of it? You know? I don't know. You have this thing here while you're flying. They shoot, which is kind of cool looking, you know? And then you've got the Darth version of her, which a lot of people are talking about. You know, you can have her with her hat on or something. I don't get it. It's like she had a hat on, but she's just got glasses. It's kind of cute, kind of funny. So we're going on. We have the Black One X-Wing. It's a glider. And I'd rather ride on top of it than hang from the bottom. So what do we got here? That's kind of weird. That's an emote. I guess he's taking a poop. That's why he's squatting. Oh, yeah. So anyways, this one is actually kind of cool. So as you're dropping in, you can have a whole bunch of X-Wings flying with you. A whole squadron. Pretty cool. This camo here on the gun is better than that last one. And this is a pretty cool picture, you know, just kind of comic art, you know, and I like that. You know, that's how it should be. Some cool stuff. And then you got Poe, which I don't know why they went with that outfit. You know, they could have, you know, I know there's others, but whatever. Because they're trying to make time-based stuff, we've got a back bling of a TIE fighter, and this right here is actually really cool. So nobody ever really uses these types of emotes right here. And of course, because it flashes up so fast, if it would be cool if it just stayed there for a little bit longer. But I would use that, and that is pretty cool. You know, more stuff. Here's like another outfit of them. I'm not too enthusiastic about that one either. We do have this here, which is kind of cool. If you're standing there, they just kind of fly around while you're waiting. You know what I'm saying? They always do some sort of glider like this to meet old-fashioned tradition. And it's got a spinny thing in the middle. And it's alright, but it's not my thing. And then you've got this. So if you're going to go around and beat people, beat them with this. You know, that's pretty cool. I'm going to beat you with that. So here's another comic art, which is kind of alright. It's not bad, you know? And then, you know, I don't know what this is about, but they made something like, here you go, right? So, this chick's kind of goofy looking. I wonder what she looks like without the fur on her. Here we have like a bear that's like supposed to be C-3PO or something. And it's cool because, you know, you probably have to get the rights for C-3PO. Now, here's another club thing. This time it's a fist. So I guess they had two different versions. Well, what if I wanted to do the fist or open or closed? So I guess that's what they went with. You know, putting both of them out there. And then we've got this, another comic art where they're blasting away. And then a Wookiee face that scares people. And there's another version of kind of like Predator hair dreads. But those are like the older, higher level tar-filled team leaders, you know, they're a little bit different. So as we go here, the lightning, and then I guess he laughs. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Now here we got another squadron. It would have been cooler if they had the TIE fighters, the square black ones. And then like a Darth Vader one comes swooping in or something. I don't know why we have this cane. I don't think I've ever seen this cane. Does he use a cane in the movie? I've never seen him with a cane. If he has a cane in the movie, I'm going to tell you it wasn't there. And I would say Mandela effect. This gun here is kind of basic, and I've seen enough of them, so nope. A lot of people say this is kind of cool to come in on as a glider. If you're standing on it, it's kind of like a UFO, so kind of cool. And then finally, we do get him. And now there is another version of this guy, which, you know, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. So that's that. And then there's a red form of him. So you've got this little back bling that's kind of cool. It'd be cool if you had other versions of this. But Order 6-6, is that what that's supposed to be? Or just 2 eyeballs? We don't know. I thought it was supposed to be 666, but they cut that out because they didn't want to sound satanic. Then you've got a drum set, which is really cool. I'm going to get that tonight. Not really. Then you got that. You got this crappy gun. That ain't too bad, but it's better than that last one. Then you got this here, what's kicking. And then the red version of him, which is badass. Like, if I'm going to be him, it's going to be this one. Okay, so... anyways, these are all locked, and we know they're going to be special outfits. All special outfits, but anyways. Hopefully not Poe Dameron in there, because I can't stand no Poe. Now Grievous is coming. He will be part of the event. And, I mean, I don't know if it shows another version. No, it's not going to, but they're going to have more. So, we're going down to the Lego Pass. The Lego Pass has a whole bunch of cool Lego sets, and I like this one. This one's really cool. I want to put that in my house right now. Like, if I'm gonna have me a game room, this would be cool. And it's gonna take some money to build something like that. Put a whole bunch of LCD screens in there with all these switches and all that. That's gonna take forever. Interior designer at the best. I guess that's a kitchen or something. I don't know what the hell that is. More decor. You can take a poop. Everybody wondered how you take a poop. Now you know. That's what they're sitting in when they poop in Star Wars. Okay, people? And there's their bathtubs. They don't get showers. Maybe that's a shower, so everybody can watch. So this is like a game room, if you ask me. Not really a command center or anything. It's a game room. Yeah. And that's true. You got some other stuff you can set up. A cool building, which I would love to build. What else we got? More stuff. More stuff. More stuff. Then another thing. I guess that was a soundtrack. Was that music? Yeah. I don't know. It's like a commissary mess hall, yeah. You got a cool little animated thing where they're like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, what? And then this kind of fort thing, I don't know what it is, but kind of cool. It'd be cool if you could make a Death Star or a starship thing, you know, battle thing. So this is kind of cool. So you can emote with your Legos if you didn't know. There's another bathroom. That's what another toilet. So that's a first order toilet. It's just square. Your butt might fall through, but trust me, it's not made for comfort. It's made for people in their stormtrooper outfits. So that way you don't fall through. If you're wearing your stormtrooper outfit, there's a flap that opens and you drop it in. So we got this. Not bad. Not bad. It's just clutter. Like everything in life. Clutter, clutter. Now this would be weird. Very strange. Another thing that's kind of cool. It's not bad. You know, what's this? Drinking coffee or something? Because they don't really drink coffee, do they? This is where you go to play video games by yourself. This is like a torture room, or you're either getting a suntan. I'm not sure which. And then, you know, what is this? Why is it blue? Is it messed up? Or that just goes on top, I see. And then stuff there. And then everybody was talking about an AT-AT walker. And I guess you can finally get your own, build your own AT walker where you can run around inside. So I wonder what the face area looks like if you could just zoom in and look. So that's pretty cool, everybody. Pretty cool. I like it. It could be better, though. If I designed it, it would be better, just so you know. Now, we do have some quests here, and everybody needs to get with the program tonight, everybody, because it is on. Now is the time. So, light side community alignment. I have no idea what the hell that means, but we're going to find out. Dark side community alignment. Guess you got to line something up. Travel distance in an X-Wing. Yes, you can fly around in X-Wings. It's true. Search containers at the Resistance base or Rebel outpost. That's easy. Damage players with force abilities. Travel distance at the First Order base or Vader. So we got a lot to do here, and we haven't even begun. Discover the complete story quests. So there's these little hopscotches all over the place. And I just moved it. I just somehow moved it. I don't know what the hell happened there. What the hell did happen there? And Diego's fake. So there is like a show you can watch. I don't know if that's Saturday. But witness the epilogue of Chapter 6, Season 2, Lawless. With Diego. Oh, that's where the... so you have to fly in. I think that's where Diego was. And you go to where Diego was. Was it like on the mountain over here? Or where was it? Or was it over here? I can't remember. I'll figure it out. You know, it's been a while and I got a headache. I got done with work, and work is a headache. Like, everything at work is just a headache. So, you ask anybody, they'll tell you the same. So, there we have it, folks. Prepare yourselves. It definitely is Star Wars time, everybody. Definitely. So, I will talk to you guys on the next one. And we will have more videos coming. We're going to space them out. Only because I've got a lot going on here. And we got to build these rooms and build all this stuff. Once everything's all built and set up, then I'll be freaking happy. But it's going to actually take a few months probably to do all this. But I'm going to rush as much as I can into it and try to get as much help. If nobody wants to help me, I understand. But who cares, right? Anyways, you know, and if concentrating on making the channel super good, if you don't have over 1,000 subscribers, it doesn't really matter. You have to have so many watched hours and a ton of subscribers. So it's not like it's a big deal. But we're still going to be putting out stuff forever and ever. 20 years worth of action. And, of course, if India would stay the fuck out of my YouTube account, thank you, India, for snoozing around in my personal business. India, it's called Get a Life. Okay, I can call Pierogi at any time. Scammer payback, he will come down there with baseball bats and knock you the fuck out. But anyways, people, thank you for your time. Till next time.